Hey everybody, it's Robbie. Diablo 4 is getting a new patch update today. I'm going to link the full patch notes below. It's September 3rd, that is today, and let's check it out and talk a bit more about this mid-season update here. So your mounts and pets will now be displayed on the loading screens. There are server updates and bugs fixes. Then Frenzied and Mind Cage titles will be granted to the player. Season Journey tasked to defeat the Hell Commanders has been reduced. Server bug fixes here where the Helltide threat meter wasn't working correctly, the warning wasn't displayed, and just in general, lots of bug fixes for the Infernal Hordes as well. Quest and dungeon updates. There's been gameplay changes here, like some visual effects of the Hydra, Shadow clones, and just a bunch of stuff here. Fix an issue where 200 access acquired would always be legendary. Like there was like some pretty good and crazy bugs that actually have been fixed out of the game, so that's very good. But you notice these patch notes are very short and it's completely lacking any sort of like balance adjustments, and it's also lacking any sort of like mid-season mechanics comeback that they have been talking about in the past. So I'm not quite sure if this is the mid-season update or if there is even a mid-season update coming. I'm going to talk about some details here, what I think is happening, and you can also let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments. But again, these patch notes are very short, and as you may know, Season 5 already started on the 6th of August here, just about a month ago, and we are like a month into the season. And keep in mind, this season is a very short one. If you go in game, you can already see here that the season of Infernal Hordes is in fact ending on October the 9th. So I'm not quite sure if we even gonna get another season update, because this is like already kind of the mid-season mark, and we are also getting the PTR here, which starts tomorrow with a bunch of new updates and changes. However, we can talk about some more details here of the PTR, but there is a lot of players that can't even access this PTR and also aren't so interested because, yeah, just, PTR is not for them, or they are not playing on PC Battle.net, because if you are playing on Steam, if you are playing on, your console, your Xbox, your smartphone, your Steam Deck, wherever, you cannot access this PTR and not play it at all. So the PTR is only going to last for 7 days, and I'm not quite sure if there's any other like mid-season content or something coming. But they did say in the past, however, that they wanted to do, and this was about January, so about half a year ago, they were talking about having 2 updates every season. Now, this season has been a bit shorter because basically the previous season was longer with the Loot Reborn, because it just took them a little longer to get this out. They made it very nice, and also Season 5 has been a massive W and a good direction for the game. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Is there a mid-season update coming here? Because again, we have the launch and the mid-season update, and they gave some specifics here of what mid-season patches, like what can kind of be expected, like previous season fan favorites coming back. So bringing back like favorites designs from previous season, like the Malignant Rings or something. Also getting new legendaries and uniques, 1 per class, they said here half year ago. And yeah, also these all can be a form of season designs and not always previous seasons. So there can also be some new stuff here. And they kind of like in this stream half year ago, they kind of like touched on this further. I'm not quite sure if this sentiment has changed here. Smaller amounts of updates compared to the season start, other game updates, monster system drop rates, some buff for each class, bug fixes like buffs and nerfs. There's like a lot of crazy bugs that are going on, but there's also some very overpowered and some very underpowered builds here at the moment. But they were not looking to nerf stuff, and they have not nerfed, like for example the Hoda Barb or the Ball Lightning Sorcerer mid-season. So I think the Lightning Spear Sorcerer is definitely like safe until the end of the season, and maybe even longer. We've seen a limitation on the amount of Conjuration Masteries you can have for the PTR, but it looks like it's basically staying a strong and cool build, and I really like that. I really just hope that they are not nerfing these like popular builds. Like, don't give it the Hoda, don't give it the Ball Lightning treatment for the Lightning Spear. Just let the Lightning Spear sword be strong, and then maybe bring some other and some more builds and classes up to that kind of level. But yeah, this season patch seems to be, I mean, at least in my opinion, it can't be this one. But if there would be a season patch, I mean, there's not much time. Like, we have the PTR going on now. It's going to go on for a week. And then, I mean, the expansion is very close. Like, it's only going to be like 3 weeks. and then after the PTR is over, and then or 4 weeks, and then pretty much the expansion already starts. And the live game has gotten some cool updates right now. Like we have the Goblin event, I think, which is ending today. We had the Mother's Blessing event, so they've definitely been doing a lot of cool stuff, but it has not been to the degree of the, let's say, usual mid-season patch that we have gotten. You guys remember they brought back the Malignant Hearts, they brought back, like, you know, some of the previous seasonal themes into the game before. We have a lot of new legendaries coming here with this patch notes, and there's been even more legendaries data mined. But yeah, the PTR is starting tomorrow, guys, and if you have a PC, you can download this. I already did this. You can check it in the launcher. So if you scroll up here, there is this public test server. You can just click here, and then you can already start playing. And this already has like a lot of the Vessel of Factory data. I get this question a lot. The Spiritborn will not be available to play on the PTR. You'll be playing the existing classes, you'll be testing the new updates on these classes, but again, this is only for PC and only if you're on Battle.net. The Spiritborn, it seems to have some data in there, because there are also these rune words here that basically let you allow to invoke the Spiritborn magic, and I'll show this to you here, like I need to quit this game, that this seems to be at least very close. So I can click play here, the server isn't up, but it seems to be very close to already have all this Vessel of Fate data in there. I've also seen some of the screenshots of the mercenaries and of the skills and stuff. People have been like checking, digging out and checking in this client, like what they can find. And look at this here. This already says, if I launch it, it already says Diablo 4 Vessel of Fate. Again, you can download this in the launcher right now. Obviously, we can't log in, so the servers are not available, but the servers will come up in about 26 hours of you seeing this video. So it's gonna usually happen usually around 7 p.m. In the evening for Europe time, like CEST or CT on the 4th, and then we will actually be able to play if you're on PC. But I still feel like that, you know, a big chunk of the player base, especially on console, is not really getting anything new here, because again, they can't play this PTR, and maybe a lot of players are also just not interested in testing the PTR. Again, I highly encourage everybody to check out the PTR. We are getting the rune words, and we are getting a bunch of like class balance changes and new items and new skills from the expansion basically. So I'm looking forward to like try this weapon throw bar, testing out, you know, the different rune words possibilities, combination possibilities. But it's definitely very crucial for a lot of players here, or as many as possible, to jump in and test. But again, I feel kind of bad for the people, you know, that can't play this PTR or are not interested in playing this PTR, because this is like not really a big patch, and I'm not quite sure with this like limited timeline and with the expansion coming up. I guess you could make the argument that there's just no time for this like mid-season patch that they talked about, like, you know, about half a year ago, and that they have done since then. But we'll see. It would certainly be cool to get a mid-season update. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is still coming or not? Because like, yeah, this is not really like the level of a mid-season update. We'll see. Mid-season is here though, and we only have a month left until the expansion. I hope you enjoyed, and check out the PTR if you can. I'll definitely be live streaming and testing. I'll see you soon. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.